师傅教导我们要为你。
给我站住！再敢上前一步，我慢着！反派，我要我做什么？
The movie kicks off with Jerry trying to sneak his way into a fancy museum. But before he can make it inside, Tom stops him right at the door. Turns out, mice aren't allowed in there. Of course, Jerry being Jerry, he's way too smart to give up that easily. He tricks Tom with one of his clever moves and manages to sneak in anyway. Once he's inside, Tom realizes he's been played and starts chasing Jerry all through the museum. They dash through the hallways, knocking things over, until their chase takes them into a restricted section, the Astral Compass Room. The Astral Compass is said to be an ancient relic that once belonged to Master Phoenix, a legendary figure who mysteriously vanished. Nobody knows where he went or even how to use the compass anymore. While Tom and Jerry are too busy chasing each other, they accidentally shatter the glass case protecting the compass. The artifact starts glowing and reacting to the chaos. Suddenly, a portal opens up right in front of them, and before they can even react, both Tom and Jerry get sucked straight into it. Meanwhile, somewhere far away in space, Master Phoenix and his follower Vinny are working on a fake astral compass. They plan to give it to the genies, a powerful race that lives beyond Earth. We find out that Master Phoenix was actually banished to Earth 300 years ago for neglecting his duties. He was the one who originally took away the real astral compass, and now he's desperate to return home. That's why he created a fake version, hoping to trick the genies into letting him back. But the genies aren't stupid, they immediately figure out the compass is fake. Furious, their leader scolds Phoenix and Vinny, giving them one last chance. He orders them to return to Earth and find the real astral compass before the night ends. If they fail, they're doomed to stay banished forever. Back on Earth, chaos begins when the Rat Nation appears. These rats discover that the real astral compass has resurfaced, and their leader wants it badly. He believes the compass can help him take over the world. The rats launch a massive attack, but a group of heroes, including Master Phoenix, Ten, Sander, and Sony, stand against them. Right in the middle of this, a new portal suddenly opens, and out tumble Tom and Jerry, still holding the astral compass they accidentally activated. Their arrival turns the tide of the fight, and the Rat Nation retreats, at least for now. Everyone cheers for Tom and Jerry, calling them heroes. Tom puffs up with pride, enjoying the attention. People start referring to him as a holy cat, and the praise totally goes to his head. Then Master Phoenix approaches, recognizing the compass in Tom's hands. He tries to act friendly, hoping to get close enough to take it back. When he sees Tom's name tag that says security, Phoenix assumes that means something super important, like a high-ranking guardian. He and Vinny both start treating Tom with huge respect, pretending to admire his status, while plotting to get the compass away from him. As Phoenix and Vinny hang out with Tom and Jerry, Phoenix decides to show them around the Golden City. The place is dazzling, full of bright lights, music, and people celebrating. There's even a live opera performance happening nearby. Tom gets totally distracted when he sees the star of the show, a gorgeous female cat who's performing on stage. She's graceful, elegant, and considered a sacred cat by the locals. Tom instantly falls head over heels for her and tries everything to catch her attention. Phoenix and Vinny notice that Tom's completely love-struck, and they decide it's the perfect time to grab the compass while he's distracted. But things don't go as planned. Every time they try, something goes wrong. On top of that, the Rat Nation spies are also lurking nearby, waiting for a chance to steal the compass themselves. The whole situation turns into chaos. Phoenix's plans fail, the rats attack, and Tom and Jerry's antics mess up the entire opera performance. Yet, the audience doesn't realize any of it's real. They think it's part of the show and cheer louder, calling it the best play they've ever seen. Meanwhile, the Rat Nation leader keeps watching from the shadows. He seems oddly interested in Jerry, thinking that he's not like the other mice, that maybe Jerry's different, special even. After all that madness, the opera ends with roaring applause from the crowd. Backstage, the beautiful cat is resting, and Tom can't stop staring at her. He's also super hungry by now. Phoenix notices this and sees another opportunity. He invites Tom to a local festival, promising there'll be tons of delicious food. Once they arrive, Tom's eyes light up, tables full of food everywhere. He dives in, eating like he hasn't eaten in weeks. Everyone else just watches in disbelief as Tom devours everything in sight. Phoenix, still scheming, secretly mixes catnip into a drink for Tom, hoping it'll make him dizzy and distracted so he can steal the compass. But before Tom can drink it, Jerry sneaks up and gulps it down instead. Within seconds, Jerry's acting totally loopy, rolling around and laughing from the catnip effect. Tom gets furious and throws Jerry out of the festival. Feeling hurt and unwanted, Jerry walks off, sad and alone. He wanders into a dark, quiet place, not realizing it's filled with bats. When the bats start flying around, Jerry panics and curls up in fear. Suddenly, a shadowy figure appears. It's the leader of the Rat Nation. He approaches Jerry gently, offering him food and warmth. The leader tells him he can stay with them in safety. Jerry follows him to his base, and once there, he's amazed by what he sees. The place is full of beautiful old treasures, ancient objects, and relics collected over the years. The rat leader proudly tells Jerry about his past. Long ago, the city of Moss was a peaceful place. But one day, two powerful factions from space went to war. One side possessed the astral compass and used it to win, leaving destruction everywhere. During that battle, the rat leader had been watching from below when an explosion hit him. He lost his tail, and for a mouse, losing your tail means losing your identity. To make things worse, he also went blind because of the blast. Ever since that day, all he could feel was anger and a burning need for revenge against those who caused his suffering. He saw Jerry as a kind of special mouse, brave, different from the rest. So he tried to tempt him, saying that if Jerry helped him, they could restore the glory of the Rat Nation together. The leader promised him power, honor, and a place where he'd never feel small or unwanted again. Feeling lost and misunderstood, Jerry eventually agreed. He decided to help the leader steal the astral compass from Tom. From that moment, he became part of their plan, even helping to strategize how to take Tom down. Back in the shining Golden City, Tom was still enjoying his meal at the festival. He was completely stuffed and starting to look a little tipsy, because Master Phoenix had finally managed to slip some more catnip into his drink. But even though Phoenix kept trying to take advantage of Tom's distracted state to snatch the compass, every attempt ended in failure. Just when it seemed Phoenix might finally succeed, something unexpected happened. The Rat Nation launched their attack. They rolled in using a massive golden statue shaped exactly like Tom. The Real Tom saw it and got super hyped. He thought the city had built the statue to honor him. Feeling proud and flattered, he ran straight to the gates and opened them wide, letting the statue in. That turned out to be a huge mistake. Inside the statue was the entire rat army, waiting to burst out and ambush the city. As soon as they were in, chaos exploded everywhere. The rats attacked from all sides, burning and tearing through the festival. Tom realized too late what he had done. In the middle of the battle, the rat leader cornered Tom. He was ready to end him right there. But Jerry, who had come with the rats, suddenly froze. Seeing his old friend about to be killed hit him hard. No matter what had happened between them, he didn't want to see Tom die. Jerry jumped in, trying to stop the leader from striking. The rat leader got furious. His plan was falling apart because of Jerry's sudden act of compassion. He failed to kill Tom, but in the chaos, he did manage to grab the astral compass from Tom's hands. Then he ordered his soldiers to capture Jerry for betraying him. Jerry was dragged back to the Rat Nation's headquarters, a dark, molten place hidden beneath the Golden City. The air there was thick and burning hot, almost like being in hell. Jerry felt completely out of place and uneasy. The rat leader stood before the glowing compass and tried to activate it, but it wouldn't respond. In frustration, he turned to Jerry, yelling for help. To everyone's surprise, when Jerry touched it, the compass suddenly came to life. The electricity that sparked from Jerry's body somehow powered it. So, the leader made Jerry keep running in circles to generate more energy, and with every spark, the compass shined brighter and brighter. The Rat Nation cheered. They had finally activated the astral compass. Their dream of conquering the world was now just one step away. Meanwhile, back in the ruined city, Master Phoenix was furious. He scolded Tom harshly for his stupidity, for opening the gates to strangers and destroying everything they'd built. The whole festival was gone, the city was in ruins, and to make things worse, the compass had been stolen. Phoenix began to realize something. Maybe Tom wasn't the holy cat everyone thought he was. After all, a sacred cat can't be harmed or tricked so easily. He told Sander, Sony, and Jet, the beautiful female cat Tom fell for, to stay behind in the city. Then he and Vinny set out to chase after the Rat Nation themselves. Tom sat alone afterward, crushed by guilt. Not only had he been blamed for the disaster, but he had also lost Jerry, his best friend. He remembered the moment Jerry tried to save him and realized that deep down, they still cared about each other. Determined to make things right, Tom decided to go after Jerry and help him. Before leaving, he said goodbye to Sander, Sony, and Jet. Seeing his courage, Jet admired Tom's determination and convinced the others to go with him. Together, they all set off to help Master Phoenix catch up to the Rat Nation. After a long journey, they finally caught up, but not in the way they expected. Master Phoenix and Vinny had been captured, stuck inside one of the rats' traps. The team quickly rushed to free them. Working together, with teamwork and quick thinking, they managed to get Phoenix and Vinny out safely. Not long after, they heard loud music and laughter echoing nearby. It sounded like a massive party. Thinking it was a celebration for the Rat Nation's victory, or maybe the start of their world domination, they carefully sneaked inside. Inside the grand underground hall, Tom's eyes widened in shock. There was Jerry, chained and being forced to run endlessly to power the astral compass. Without hesitation, Tom jumped down to help him. He struggled through waves of rat guards, fighting and dodging until he reached Jerry. Even though both of them were trapped at first, they refused to give up. Working together once again, Tom and Jerry managed to escape their cage and even snatch the astral compass back from the rat leader. The rat leader went ballistic, ordering all his soldiers to capture them. Chaos broke out all over again. Meanwhile, in another corner, Vinny, who was under stress, suddenly laid an egg. To everyone's shock, the egg burst open and caused one of the rat soldiers to start flying around uncontrollably. Master Phoenix saw what happened and immediately got an idea. He ordered Vinny to keep laying more eggs, using them as a surprise weapon to attack the rats. Vinny, confused but loyal, kept doing it, and soon the flying eggs caused total mayhem among the Rat Nation's troops. Amid the madness, Tom and Jerry fought side by side, helping Phoenix and the others push back the enemy. Together, they finally defeated the rat leader and managed to escape the underground fortress. Once they were safe, everyone thanked Tom and Jerry for their bravery. They finally understood that the two weren't just troublemakers, they were heroes in their own way. Later, while everyone was resting and celebrating their narrow escape, Jet noticed an old scroll that had fallen from Master Phoenix's robe. Curious, she opened it, and what she read changed everything. The scroll revealed the truth about Phoenix's past. He hadn't come to Earth as a noble messenger from space, like he'd always claimed. He had actually been exiled, punished for breaking cosmic laws. He had abused the power of space, lost the astral compass, and was sentenced to serve 300 years of exile in the Golden City as its guardian. Jet, Sander, and Sony were heartbroken. They had always believed he was here by destiny, not because of punishment. Even though they were disappointed, they didn't want to leave him. They had spent centuries together and couldn't imagine abandoning him now. But Master Phoenix had already made his choice. He admitted that hiding the truth was wrong, but he couldn't deny it anymore. Deep down, he still longed to return home, to space. So he left them behind and began performing a ritual to reopen the portal to space. But sadly, it was all in vain. The truth was, space no longer accepted him. The genie had given him a deadline, until midnight, to return with the compass. But they were too late. By the time he finally got it back, it was already past midnight. Standing by the shore, Phoenix felt crushed. All his effort, all those 300 years of searching, it all meant nothing. Overwhelmed with anger and despair, he threw the astral compass into the sea. Unfortunately, the compass didn't sink, it was caught by none other than the rat leader, who had survived. Meanwhile, everyone else went back to their usual lives. Jet, Sander, and Sony trained together, thinking about the years they spent with Master Phoenix. Those old lessons, the laughter, and the discipline, they all came flooding back. Somewhere else, Tom and Jerry were wandering the streets aimlessly. They didn't have a home, and there was no way for them to return to their own time. For once, even those two troublemakers looked lost and quiet. At a small restaurant, Master Phoenix sat with Vi. The two shared a silent meal, but it wasn't a happy one. Vi was no longer a celestial being, and that heavy truth hung over both of them like a cloud. Just when they thought things couldn't get worse, another enemy arrived at the City of Gold. It was the leader of the mice, once known as the Mouse King, but now he went by a new, terrifying name, Mega Red. Jet, Sander, and Sony immediately tried to fight back against Mega Red, but his power was too much for them. They were captured and taken hostage. Out of nowhere, Tom and Jerry showed up, rushing in to help their friends. They tried their best to distract Mega Red using every firecracker and firework they had. But soon, their supplies ran out, leaving them completely cornered and surrounded. Just when all hope seemed lost, Master Phoenix appeared, alongside Vinny. The sight of him reignited everyone's spirits. He stepped forward bravely and apologized for all the lies he had told them over the last 300 years. He wanted to make things right this time. But Mega Red wasn't an easy opponent. So, with a deep breath, Master Phoenix unleashed his true form. He transformed into a mighty space warrior, his armor shining with celestial fire, while Vinny transformed into her true self, a grand phoenix bird soaring in the sky. The battle that followed was massive. As they fought, they noticed something important: Mega Red's weakness. His eyes were extremely sensitive to light, a side effect of the explosion that had blinded him long ago. That explosion wasn't random, it was caused by none other than Master Phoenix himself. Mega Red suddenly remembered everything. He recalled that long-ago battle when the celestial beings fought and the blast destroyed his vision and snapped his tail. The memory filled him with rage. He charged at Master Phoenix, and their fight turned into a fierce clash of power and emotion. But Mega Red was smart. He began using the others, Sander, Jet, Sony, Tom, and Jerry, as human shields. He threatened to hurt them unless Master Phoenix surrendered. Not wanting any harm to come to his friends, Master Phoenix dropped his weapon, kneeling before Mega Red in defeat. For the first time, the mighty space warrior looked completely powerless. But then, a thought sparked in his mind: the Spacely Genie. That being loved chaos and lightning. Maybe he could use that. So, Master Phoenix once again tricked the Spacely Genie, summoning him by showing a fake version of the astral compass. The genie, furious at being deceived, unleashed a storm of lightning across the battlefield. Master Phoenix used that very lightning to his advantage. He absorbed its power, channeling it straight into his fight with Mega Red. The sky cracked open with blinding light, and soon the people of the Golden City joined in, reflecting beams of light toward Mega Red, helping Master Phoenix in the battle. Even Tom and Jerry played their part, bouncing light off shiny objects to disorient the monster. In the end, their teamwork paid off. The intense light overwhelmed Mega Red's vision completely, and he roared in agony before collapsing. Finally, Mega Red was defeated. The astral compass floated back into Master Phoenix's hands, glowing with a peaceful light. At that moment, the genies appeared, summoning Master Phoenix to the space because his mission was finally complete. Before he could even say goodbye, he was pulled upward by a divine force. Up there, in front of the genies, Master Phoenix made one last request. He wanted to stay and serve in the City of Gold, the place he had protected and loved for 300 years. The genies smiled and granted his wish. Moments later, Master Phoenix returned to the city, and everyone welcomed him with joy. But soon they noticed something strange: 1010 was missing. They thought maybe he had gone up with Master Phoenix, until suddenly, a glowing portal opened from the compass, and 1010 fell right out of it, laughing. But then, that same portal began pulling Tom and Jerry in. They tried to hold on, but the astral compass had already chosen its new guardians. Master Phoenix handed the compass to them, telling them to let it find its own destiny. The next thing they knew, Tom and Jerry were back at the museum, sitting quietly. The place felt a little too calm. They both looked sad because they knew it was time to part ways with their friends, especially Jet. Tom stared at the floor, feeling down, until Jerry nudged him with a grin and said, "Come on, don't get all mushy on me. How about one last fight?" And just like that, the tension broke. Tom smirked, cracked his knuckles, and the chase began once again. Some things never change.